Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for February 15th. Before I start, as usual, I would like to ask you to click on like on this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. So let's start with some data. So today is day number 347, and as of today there are almost 140,000, but to be precise it's 139,770 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th. So I do believe that by February 24th, 2023, which will be exactly 1 year, this number will reach 145,000. Do you think it will? Leave a comment. What do you think will be the number on the 1 year mark? So, also Ukrainian army destroyed 4 Russian tanks and 7 Russian APVs, as well as some other equipment. So now let's watch the video. That's from Russian propaganda channels. So let's see what these channels are feeding to their population. So as you know, they called this war a special military operation, and they also, after they annexed Ukrainian territory in the east and south, they mark it the same color as Russia, red, orange, but this is Ukrainian territory, the east, south, and Crimea, just to be advised. So let's watch it.
The Ukrainian command, in anticipation of an attack on Kupiansk, redeploys military equipment and personnel to the left bank of the Oskil River. Russian units are fighting in the vicinity of Sinkivka. The AFU is preparing to defend at the Makivka-Yampolivka line. Russian artillery is striking at the crossings, preventing them from entrenching. Ukrainian troops are moving reserves from other directions to prevent a breakthrough. Wagner PMC groups continue their assault on Paraskovievka from 3 directions. At the same time, the offensive in the direction of the Bakhmut-Slovyansk highway continues. In Bakhmut itself, street fighting continues near the cemetery. The supply of the AFU on the Bakhmut-Kostyantinivka section of the highway has been cut off. The Ukrainian command partially removes troops from their positions. In Marinka, Russian units advance towards the tire repairing plant from the south and towards household outbuildings from the north. In Krasnohorivka and Pobieda areas, the Russian forces dislodge the AFU from the dominant heights. Ukrainian units shelled the 6th Central City Hospital and the plant administration building with HIMARS in the Lenin district. At least 20 residential buildings were damaged and destroyed as a result of the strike. Heavy street fighting continues in Vuhledar. The Russian forces' offensive is almost halted because of the mined approaches to the city. The enemy is withdrawing personnel from other directions to reinforce the defending grouping. In the Zaporizhia direction, the front line has not undergone significant changes. The enemy is accumulating reserves in Zaporizhia. For a future counteroffensive, intensive training of troops is underway at the firing ranges. Along the line of contact in the Kherson region, mutual exchange of strikes continues. Russian troops hit several targets in Kherson and surrounding towns, while the enemy shelled a gas pipeline in Novokakhovka.
Okay, enough of Russian propaganda. So let's go to the map, and so in Russia, Putin will address the Federal Assembly at noon on February 21st. The Federation Council rescheduled their extraordinary meeting from March 1st to February 22nd. In Kyiv, over here, 6 balloons with spy equipment were identified near Kyiv. Most of them were shut down. In Chernihiv region, Russian army shelled Semenivka and Yanzhulivka of Sumy region. In Chernihiv region, That's Chernigiv region. In Sumy region, Russian army shelled Tовстодубове, Вовківка, Білокопитове, Wolfene, and Basivka of Sumy region. Then we're gonna go to Kharkiv region right now, where Russian army shelled Ветеринарне, Гнатів, Баранівка, Стрілеча, Красне, Тернова, Глибоке, Вовчанськ, Вовчанські хутори, Землянки, Рублене, and Чугунівка, all of this of Kharkiv region. And then Russian army shelled also Krasna Persha, let me zoom in, Рідкодуб, Новомлинськ, Дворічна, Куп'янськ, Табаєвка, Крохмальне, Піщане and Берестове of Kharkiv region. That's all of these towns. Then Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Hrenikivka of Kharkiv region. Now we're gonna look at what happened in Svatove area, where Russian army shelled Стельмахівка, Новоселівське, Новоєгорівка, Макіївка, and Nevske of Luhansk region. Then Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Nevske. Then Ukrainian military also repelled Russian attacks near Kreminna. And Russian army shelled Chernovo-Popivka, Dibrova, and Serebryansky Foresty of Donetsk region. Then I have a video from Denmark. So that's Denmark. Turn off the sound. So basically Denmark promised to give 19 Caesar mortars to Ukraine. And do you know how many they have? They have 19. So all of them howitzers. All of them will go to Ukraine. Hello, Russians. So that's this building is the city hall in Kherson city. Sorry, Mykolaiv city. Thank you, Denmark. Tak, Denmark. Okay, so now let's go back to the map and see what happened in Soledar area. So in Soledar area, Russian army shelled Білогорівка, Веселе, Парасковіївка, Роздолівка, Федорівка, Васюківка, Залізнянське, and Krasna Gora. All of these towns. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Fedorivka and Bilogorivka. Now, we're moving south to Bakhmut area, where Russian army shelled Ivanivske, Chasiv Yar, Bakhmut, and Klishivka. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Bakhmut and Ivanivske. Let's quickly look at the deep state map. And there was a front line change, I believe. And let's wait until it loads. So that's hold on, Bakhmut, and then it's gonna be February 14th and 15th. As you can see, the gray zone increased over here, and then Russians, they are moving, they're pulling back from Stopochki, but advancing on Ivanivske over here. And they also advance on Bakhmut from all the sides. So now let's go back to this map again. And actually I have two videos from Bakhmut. So this is the first one. And let me turn on the sound.
Канал, як прийняв мене прийом.
That's the trenches full of snow.
Що там, ти стаєшся тут?
Ні, я з вами.
На зв'язку. Ну там, як там підери поживають? Каже, мерзнуть бідолаги.
Блять,
А ты с Йоркой пришел?
Да. Вы на прикрытие, да, чисто? Я понял.
Мне сказали тебя охранять весь год золото. Все, перебежка, можно уже друг.
А ну да.
Бля, может ты попозже?
Да похуй.
So they have to run and move quickly as Russians are on behind their back, so they can shoot them. That's why they have to hide in the forest. And another one.
Все, ничего.
That basically ground fighting in Bakhmut.
А где-то там были.
So basically, the one guy is asking, where are the faggots? They call Russians the faggots, and the guy is saying, they were somewhere there, basically pointing to this house, and then.
А где-то там были.
And now this house is on fire with all the occupants inside. Boom, boom. Okay, so now let's go back to the map. And in Torretsk area, Russian army shelled Zalizny and New York. They also shelled Kamenka, Avdiivka, Vodene, Pervomayske, and Nevelske. And Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Avdiivka, Vodene, and Pervomayske. Now, we're moving south to Marinka area, where Russian army shelled Krasnohorivka, Georgievka, Marinka, and Pobeda. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Marinka, Pobeda, and Novomykhailivka of Donetsk region. Now, Vuhledar area. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Prichistivka and Vuhledar. And Russian army shelled Vuhledar, Mykilske, Prichistivka, Zolotaniva, and Vremivka. I have a photo of Vuhledar from the air, basically, from the drone. So as you can see, this is Vuhledar, and all of these black spots, it's the result of shelling. And if you zoom, I don't know if I can zoom in here. Can I? Yeah. So all these buildings, they're burned. Basically the town is wiped out. This is what Russians do. Okay, so now let's go back to the map and see what happened in Zaporizhia region. Let's go to the west. Oops, what is happening? So over here, Russian army shelled Ольгівське, Малинівка, Староукраїнка, Червоне, Гуляйпільське, Чарівне, Мала Токмачка, Оріхів, Новоандріївка, and Stepovе of Zaporizhia region. Now let's go to Dnipropetrovsk region. Russian army shelled Marhanets and Murivka. And then now let's look at Kherson region, where Russian army shelled a lot of settlements, including Kherson city. I'm not gonna list. It's more than a dozen of cities that were shelled. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please click on like and also share it with your friends who might find this video interesting. And also check out other videos that you will see here in the corners. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.